Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today is your first time of coming across this video. Please do hit the subscribe button down there and press the notification bell. If you have subscribed to this channel before, thank you and God bless you. You will prosper in everything that you do. Today, we are going to talk about forgiveness. You heard me. Forgiveness. What is forgiveness? How do we forgive those people that have wronged us in so many ways? How do we truly forgive as a Christian out of our heart? Sometimes it is very, very difficult to forgive. Yes, it is very difficult, especially when you go back, when you take your heart back to the past where that person has offended you. It's really, really difficult for you to, just to say, I have forgiven you. I don't want this to happen again. It's really, really difficult to forgive someone that have hurt you inside, because we as humans, people must step on our toes. People must step on our toes. People must offend us in one way or the other. I'm not saying about amen forgiveness. No, I am talking about normal forgiveness. I am not talking about maybe somebody just step on your toe and the person say sorry. That one is normal thing that will, let me say, it's normal thing that will come across in our daily lives. But when I'm talking about being hurt, as in being hurt, being in pain, being in distress, being emotionally traumatized, just because of somebody you called a friend, a sister, a family, a relation, so on and so forth. Because any of these persons or group of persons that I've mentioned might have wronged you in different ways. At least if it is only one or two things that you have picked from this video, at least it will do us a lot of good. This definition of forgiveness, for my own point of view and for what forgiveness is. It says forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning or excess offenses. You get that? So forgiveness, it doesn't mean maybe when somebody step on your toe and somebody have done you something that hurt you so deeply that even when the person comes for forgiveness, you find it very difficult to forgive. It's not as if you don't want to forgive that person, but because of the thing, because when you look back on that thing that that person has did to you, you just vow to yourself, I don't think I can forgive. I don't think I can forgive this person because this person has hurt me so deeply. If I had known, but if I had known, it's too late because it has already happened. There is no way you can change it because it is there. This person has hurt you. This person has caused you pain. This person has caused you trauma. This person has caused you emotional setback. There's no way you can turn the hands of time and say, no, let me get out of this. Let me go away from those things. Let me go away from the am I dreaming? You are not dreaming, my girl. You are not dreaming, my friends. But this is it. This is the truth. This is the reality. Okay? So, my brothers and my sisters, forgiveness, it is hard to forgive. But when you forgive, your heart will be at peace. Your heart will be at peace. Your being will be at peace. You as a person will be at peace. Yes. But sometimes it is difficult to forgive. We as Christians, let me put that quickly. Let me chip it in. As a Christian, I am not just saying about you going to church. I am not perfect though, but at least a little more of the Bible, I think I know. You as a Christian, as a born again Christian, I'm not talking about those churchgoers. You understand? I am not perfect. I said that before. As a Christian, a real born again Christian, if that is what you are, I know people will step on your toe as a Christian. People they just want you to feel pains. They just want you to feel terrible. They just want you to feel You, as a Christian, you need to forgive. No matter how hot you are, no matter how deep hot you are, but as a Christian, you need to show examples to the unbelievers out there. Sometimes it's hard to forgive, but you just have to let go. You just have to let go because our Father, which is in heaven, said, if you do not forgive one another, what about Him that is up there? How do you want Him to forgive you? How do you want Him to forgive you? We need to forgive. You forgiven doesn't mean you are weak. Mm-mm. You forgiving this person, no matter how hot you are, no matter what pains he or she have caused you, you still need to forgive. Forgiveness is the only best thing in life that will keep you going. The only best thing in life that will make you to be free as a bird, it's when you forgive. But when you start having things in here, my dear, my brothers and my sisters, there is no way that you will be at peace. Quote me anywhere. There is no way you will be happy because sometimes these people that hurt you, when you are walking along the streets and you find the person coming the other way, your heart skips, your mind skips because you know there is something between both of you that needs to be attended to. When you find out the person coming from the other side, your heart skips. Why does your heart skip? Because there is something in there that you have not let go. There is something in here that is still troubling you. There is something in here that you don't want to free yourself from. You need to let go. You need to let go. It hurts there. I understand. But you just have to let go. No matter how hard it is. Because by the time you keep others' grudges in your heart, by the time you keep it in your heart and you don't let them go, it hurts you more, it hurts you deeply, it eats you up, and it distracts you from a lot of things. It's the truth. I know what I am talking about. I know what I am talking about. Because you need to understand that when you forgive one another, your heart is at peace. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that comes across you that you cannot handle. But when you decide not to let go, when you decide not to forgive, it becomes a burden to you. It becomes a sickness to you. Before you know it, you start taking pills when you ought not to, because there is a lot in here that you don't want to let go. You keep depositing it. You keep depositing it. You keep swallowing it. You keep keeping it. People have hurt me in the past. I have hurt people as well in the past. I still forgive. I let them go their separate ways. While me, I go my own ways as well. But if I keep harboring and I keep harboring and I keep harboring, my brothers and my sisters, there is no way I will be happy. There is no way I will be sound. There is no way I will want to fly higher or soar high. Do you know why? Because there is something in here that I have not let go. There is something in here that I'm still keeping, but I don't have to let go. So, my brothers and my sisters, you forgiving doesn't mean you are weak. It doesn't mean you can't continue. It doesn't mean you are a fool. It doesn't mean you are not you or the you have changed. This is another new you. Yes, it's better it is another new you than for you to be the old you. Because you need to forgive. No matter how people hurt you, you forgive and let go. If you want to continue with this person, fine. It's the choice is yours. After all, life itself is optional. They say life itself is a risk. So you will be the one to dwell in that. You will be the one to be in there for whatsoever thing that you want to become. My brothers, my sisters, you forgiving one another does not mean you will weak. Mm-mm. It does not make you to be stupid. It does not make you to be, it does not make you to be less of a person that you are. It makes you to grow and soar higher. It makes you to feel relaxed. It makes you to be happy. It makes you to excel and prosper. Yes, when you forgive. Because when you did not forgive, you are just there. You are just where you are. These thoughts keep coming and coming and coming and coming. But you have to let go. You have to forgive. You have to be, you have to forgive. Yes. You have to forgive no matter what. No, you have to forgive no matter who is wrong. No matter who is wrong and who is right. As far you know you have offended someone so deeply, my brothers and my sisters, you know you have offended somebody so deeply, please find a place in your heart to forgive. So you will be free as a bird. So you will be free to carry on in life. So you will be free to excel and prosper. So that the breeze of life, the joy of life, the good things that follow this life will follow you. But if you do not forgive those that have wronged you, those that have stepped on your toes, and you keep carry on those grudges over and over and over and over, it will do you any good. It will not do you any good. You are not weak to forgive. You need to move on. Forgive and move on. Retrace your step. Be the real you. Be who you are. Don't be someone else. Don't try to copy who you are not. This is you who loves you for who you are. Fine. If nobody loves you for who you are, there is someone out there that loves you unconditionally, which is God Almighty. I am not a pastor. I am just saying what is important. Because I know a lot of people find it difficult to forgive. Even when you go to them to ask for forgiveness, they start telling you the things that you've done in the past. And some people start losing patience. They don't even want to hear what they did in the past because they have come to beg you for forgiveness or ask for forgiveness. So they don't want you to start repeating what they did before in the past. They don't have that patience. They just want to come to you and say, I have forgive you. Please, I know I've offended you. Please forgive me. But when you start to count, this is what you have done to me in the past. How do you want me to forgive you now? My brothers, my sisters, it doesn't matter what the person has done to you in the past. It doesn't matter who the person is. But the most important thing is for you to free your heart. It's for you to let go. It's for you to move on. There are so many, many things in this life, a whole lot of things in this life that we have not even achieved. Talk less of you keeping your heart for hatred, keeping your heart for hate, keeping your heart for things that are not relevant. Because I call those things irrelevant things. People hurt a lot of people every day. You as a person, you hurt people as well. Me talking to you here, I have hurt people as well. But we just have to let go. We just have to move on. We just have to let the past behind. We keep it aside. We let it go and we move on to our lives. You just free your heart from some certain things, my brothers. You have to free your heart from some certain things. You have to learn to forgive. Christians forgive. I know there might be some temptation because some people just do it daily basis. They just want to step on your toes. They just want to see your reactions. They just want to see how you will feel. How are you going to react? But as a Christian, you have to let go. It doesn't really matter what the person has said behind your back. It doesn't really matter how the person said it. But the most important thing is you have to forgive. Because when the trumpet sound, even me that is here talking with you now, we don't even know where we are going if we keep having grudges in our hearts. If we keep keeping grudges in our hearts, we don't know where we are going to end up. What if the righteous takes place now? Where are we going to? We don't know. So we have to forgive. Sometimes it's difficult to forgive when you look back, but you just have to let go and move on. You have to move on. You have to free yourself as a bird. You know, birds, they just fly from one place to another without being disturbed. You can do the same. You can forgive that person of 10 years. You can forgive that person of 5 years. You can still forgive that person of now. You can still forgive that person of 2 years, 15 years, 20 years, no matter how long it is, no matter the decades. But the most important thing as humans, we should learn to forgive. Sometimes, some people will say, I have forgiven you, but I don't think I'll forget. I have forgiven you, but this thing that you've done to me, I don't think I can forget it in a hurry. Fine. Because I know sometimes it is difficult to forgive and forget. I do understand that. Certainly, I do. It is really very difficult to forgive and forget. Or should I say, it is easier to forgive, but very difficult to forget. Mhm. It is easier to forgive, but very difficult to forget. But I know with time, you will forget all of that. Even the deep parts that you thought maybe, I don't think I can forget this. You will come over it. Yes, you will. You will forgive. And I know always step on your toes. People will always want you to feel pain. People will always want you to feel rejected. But with God, you are not. You have to move on with your life. All we have to do is to ask for forgiveness and move on. We have to ask for forgiveness and move on. Without being forgiven, your heart is not at peace. You as a person is not at peace. My brothers and my sisters, were those little words of advice. I think you will pick one or two things from this video and work on yourself so that you will be the real you. No matter who steps on you, you just have to forgive. No matter how hard it is, you just have to forgive. No matter how terrible the situation is, no matter how ugly it was, you still need to forgive. Just forgive and move on. Free yourself from every bondage. Lose yourself from every shackles. And trust me, you will be just fine. When you forgive, you will be just fine. When you learn to forgive, you will be just fine. So that is it for my brothers and sisters. I hope you find this video helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if there is anything at all you want to contribute to this video, please leave your comments behind on the comment section. God will bless you all. Bless me as well. Bless our family. Keep us safe and protect us as well. So be strong, be fruitful, excel, prosper, and above all, love one another and keep doing good. Sometimes it doesn't pay, but you can't stop now. You can save a life as well. So that is it for this video. Please subscribe to this channel. There is more of this on this channel, and I know the God that I serve will richly and abundantly bless you. Bye. Love you. Bye.